Okay, welcome back. For all interested in how this works, this automation. Okay, let's just jump in. And we are still on this point where I slowed it down, remove the energy cubes. It still should increase the power production over time because we are using 5000 RF per tick, and this is, I think, the maximum output of this reactor. It's just a very small one. You know, it's big reactors. You can do them much bigger, and that's a reason why you should do this automation. If you have a gigantic reactor, you don't want to waste a lot of fuel. That's the main reason you want to do this automation. Okay, let's get started. How do this work? Okay, you have this capacitor bank here. This is one we read out the values, and you have to attach 7 energy monitors only to this capacitor bank. Okay, that's important. Then you have to adjust those capacitor banks on engine control on and do several steps. Stop when greater than equal to 99. That's valid for all of them. See? And you should do a 15% step, because when it's below less than 15%, it will emit a signal, and the signal has a strength of 15. Okay, it's just a redstone torch. This gives me a signal strength of 15 inside this rednet. Okay, so for every 15% you have one energy monitor set to this certain amount of energy. Okay, so and as we can see here, as soon it drops below this value, it's below 45%, so this will emit a signal indicated by this lamp here. Okay, so the thing is, the fuel rod wanna have an analog value between 0 and 100, so you have to invert that here. Okay, that's I realize that by torches, so it's a little bit easier to understand, I hope. Okay, here we go. Did you see that? We dropped below 30% and we increased the energy production, and this causes lamp to on and the torch to off. Okay, so we have in total here a value at the moment of 15. And show why this is 10% and not 15. That has a certain reason. But the trick how you do that is, as long as these torches are on, every torch gives us a signal strength of 15. So we have to add that together. That's an analog adder. What it does, it adds this 15 from the yellow channel with the 15 of the green channel and gives it a 30 if there are 15 and 15, a 30 on the right orange channel, and that's the whole thing here. This is an adder. I show you, this is just adding all the values together. Okay, there's one exception, because if you divide 100 by 15, you will end up with 6.25. This is not working out. So the last one here is set to, it will emit a signal as soon as it drops below 89%. So and it does this on a pink channel. That's this one over here. And there's one little problem. If you end up on a value that is bigger than 100, it would be 105. Those control rods will not react. They only accept the value between 0 and 100. So you have to add, before you add the values together, a subtractor here to lower the signal of the last storage monitor by 5. Okay, so you will end up, if all of those torches are on, with a value of exactly 100. We will see that I have an indicator for a minus. If it's minus 5%, that we will end up soon as this drops below 15%. That's not a problem. Okay, it's a problem if it's above 100, but it's not a problem if it's below 0. Because if you're at 0, we don't want the rods to insert anyhow. So this is the way how you should do it. Because yeah, if it's just 101, the control rods will not react at all. Okay, so too much is not good. So yeah, you don't wanna go above 100. Also, yeah, I should explain that this is an analog value. Okay, like the readings we do here on the display, and the analog value between 0 and 100 is controlling the fuel rods. Now we have a value of 10%. It's analog value of 10, so the control rods are inserted at 10%. Okay, so our reactor is working at 90%. Yeah, that's a basic principle. It looks a little bit complicated and somehow is a little bit complicated, but it's the usage of it. It's I think it's awesome because yeah, I told you already, it's automatically adjusting to your energy need. You don't have to worry about this anymore. You will not waste a single piece of uranium with this construction, because yeah, it will only produce energy when it's really needed, and it will do that on the level it's needed. Okay. Okay, I already told you this 15-step thing. You again have to consider this last one, which makes your value above 100. You don't want that. Okay, but maybe for showing this the other way around. Okay, the way how it works, if it's on a production and this drops, it will produce this much as long as this is not 100% full. So we'll fill it up, or maybe could speed it up a little bit. We'll speed up that process. We don't have much time. Okay, maybe it will fit in. So you will see the internal storage is increasing because we are adding energy, but yeah, it will produce on this level until the capacitor bank is 100% full, and then it will shut down the reactor and adjust again from the bottom up to that level we are consuming. Phew, yeah, I have to admit, it might seem a little bit complicated in the beginning, but once you get behind all that, it's not that bad. Okay, let's just go through that again, and here this LEDs have been realized. I think it's quite easy, because once you have those signals here, okay, you just, it's from white, orange, it goes there the way up. You just have to think that the other way around. You go from white, orange to the down side, because this lowest here is connected to that one. And that's the whole trick. It's just those colored lamps and set to the certain channel of the storage monitor. So this will react to the last one and second, third one. So yeah, this is a more easier indicator than this gigantic display. I have to admit, for survival or something, you should do something like that, because you already have those signals here. You need that for the automation, and it's quite easy to just add those lamps and adjust them to the right channel. That's a easy thing. You know, this display, I love it, but I think I won't do it on a PvP server. Maybe not. So, okay. Yeah, those are the LEDs. We're running out of time. But yeah, I explained the 15-step thing. You know, the indicators that they are working. The important thing is the inverter here and the adder, that you will end up with an analog value to the I have to show you that this is a Rednetport here, and it's on a white channel, and it controls all of the rods over this channel, and you need a value between, again, 0 and 100 to control this fuel rods. So yeah, sorry we're out of time. Hope you